Big G here, bringing you another, well, the first Diablo 4 video of 2024. And today I'm happy to report that I finally have a level 100 character. I finished the season. Season 2 is complete. Season 3 starts in just 1 week. Or 2 weeks, I'm sorry, 2 weeks. They have yet to announce what Season 3 is, but I'm happy to see what Season 3 is going to bring, what the theme is, and everything else. This character that I have, I'm not going to lose him. I'm not going to lose any of the items that I got, which is nice because he's going to be moved over to the Eternal Realm, so I'll be able to keep this guy. And in this build, I'm going to go over... this is a seasonal character, so you're going to see the seasonal stuff, and I will go over the build and what it is, the items, the Paragon, everything, because I stated in one of my earlier builds that I had a level 50 version of this, and I now finally have a level 100. So we're going to show the level 100 version, and then I got some videos coming up for the Rogue build. I'm going to update that once I get that to level 100. So... and then the only characters I'm going to have is this character that's seasonal, and then my rogue on the Eternal Realm. He's the only character I have over in the Eternal Realm. So, alright. I'm going to make this simple. We're going to start with the gear. We're going to go over all the gear. And, well, actually, we're going to go over the... we're going to go over the vampire powers first, and then the gear, then the skills, and then we're going to go over the Paragon and the glyphs. Alright, so here we go. We're going to start with the vampiric powers. You're going to want Prey on the Weak. What Prey on the Weak does is increases your damage against your vulnerable enemies, and sometimes you'll apply a vampiric curse from your other vampiric powers. You're going to want Sanguine Brace to get some Fortify and increase your maximum life. So makes you pretty tanky in a case. I love this vampiric power of Curse Touch because it says you have up to a 44% chance to inflict a vampiric curse on enemies, and the damage is increased by 200%. And it says here vampiric curse is stored souls. Basically what that is when you spam your skills, these like ghost guys or whatever they are flying out and they go running towards the enemies and they blow up. So a lot of fun. So a Curse Touch is a pretty good vampiric power. You get it from the Blood Harvest. It says right there, you can't miss it. Then we're going to want Infection to inflict pox on the enemies and do a little bit of poison damage to them. Infections is really good. Makes the enemies a little bit weaker as well. And then we're going to get Ravenous to increase our attack speed, because we want to be attacking fast. We want to be doing a lot of damage fast. So make sure you got Ravenous in there. So those are the vampiric powers. Alright. Next, we're going to go over the gear. Alright. Now, I don't have the necessary aspect for the helm yet. I do, however, have a Godslayer crown in there. You can put this in there if you want to, but this build calls for the helm to be a Mage Lord aspect in the helm, and I haven't got that yet. So that's why I have Godslayer crown in there, which is going to increase my damage by 57% when I stun the enemies. So you can have this in there if you prefer to have that in there other than Mage Lord. So you can either go with Godslayer crown or you can go with the Mage Lord's aspect. For the armor, we're going to want the Ever Living aspect to get some damage reduction for crowd control or vulnerable enemies. Make sure you put rubies in there to increase your maximum life. For the gloves, we're going to want gravitational aspect. That's very crucial because this is the ball lightning build. So you're going to want to have gravitational in your gloves. Okay, our first unique we are going to put uniques in here, and we're going to want Tybar's Will to deal 38% increased damage while unstoppable for 4 seconds after. And when you become unstoppable, you gain 50 of your primary resource. And again, we're putting rubies in there to increase our maximum life. For the boots, we're going to want Flicker Step. That way, every time we evade, our ultimate cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds up to 10 seconds. So we're going to be doing a lot of evading and getting out of the way. So Flicker Step is very crucial. You can farm Flicker Step and Tybar's Will from farming Duriel. To get the materials for Duriel, you have to fight Grigor and Varshan. You have to fight those two endgame bosses. I'm pretty sure by now you know how to get the materials for them, guys. So I won't say how to summon Varshan and Grigor, because everybody knows how to farm them. So, but those are the two guys you need to beat to get the materials for Duriel and be able to fight Duriel. But if you go to the trade chat channel, there are going to be some players on there that are willing to do some runs with you, but you might have to give them some gold or something like that, because they're willing to trade and help you out, but make sure you got a lot of gold for that. If not, you'll have to do it yourself. So it's based on luck, pretty much. Alright. We are using a wand and a focus in this build. So for the wand, you're going to want the accelerating aspect to increase our attack speed every time you do critical strikes with our core skills. And you're going to want to put an emerald in there, because that will increase your critical strike damage to multiple enemies. For the focus, we're going to want Conceited to deal 20% increased damage while we have a barrier active, because we're going to be using Flame Shield quite a lot. So once you use Flame Shield, we're going to get a 20% increased damage buff. For one of the reigns, the only unique we have for the reign here is going to be the Tarasha one, because we're doing elemental damage, and that's what the Tarasha reign does. You get this from Varshan, you probably know that by now. So farm Varshan until he drops the Tarasha, and then you'll be pretty good. For the second reign, you're going to want the Elementalist aspect, again to do some more damage. And then for the amulet, we're going to want the Disobedience aspect to get some armor. So that's it for the gear. Next, we're going to go over the skill tree. Pretty straightforward. We're going to start with 2 points in Firebolt, because Firebolt happens to be one of our enchantments. Yeah, Firebolt will do burning damage over 8 seconds to enemies for the first enchantment. The second enchantment is going to be Chain Lightning. So it forms automatically after spending 100 mana. So Chain Lightning is going to be pretty good for the second enchantment. Okay, so make sure you put 2 points in Firebolt. Then we're going to come down to our core skills, and we're going to spend quite a few points here. We're going to put 1 point in Devastation to increase our maximum mana. We're going to put 3 points in Elemental Dominance to increase our damage through our core and mastery skills. Because of the enchantment, we're going to put 1 point in Chain Lightning, and then we're going to get Destructive Chain Lightning, so that every time it critically strikes, it has a 30% chance of forming a crackling energy. We're going to put 1 point in Charge Bolts, and then we're going to go with Destructive Charge Bolts. We're going to put points in there. Actually, why did we put points in here if we're not using it? Scratch that. We're gonna put, yeah, there we go. We're gonna put 4 points in Chain Lightning, because Chain Lightning is the enchantment. I don't know why I put points over here, because we're not even using that skill, and it's not a enchantment, so you don't need to put points in there. Put 4 points in Chain Lightning, and then go to Destructive Chain Lightning. Come down here to the defensive skills. Pretty straightforward. We're going to put 1 point in Flame Shield and go with Shimmering Flame Shield. That way it will heal you. That's why I like to use it, because not only does it shield me, but it also heals me. And, of course, just like in every sorcerer build, we're going to go put 1 point in Teleport, and we're going to go to Shimmering Teleport. And don't forget to put 1 point in Elemental Attunement. That way, your critical strikes have up to a 5% chance to reset the cooldown of one of your defensive skills. So, if you have this, you'll be using Flame Shield a lot often if you put 1 point in Elemental Attunement. Alright. Conjuration skills to put in a lot of points in here. We're going to put 1 point in Ice Blades. Don't worry about these, just put 1 point here and here, and then set it as square on your skill bar. If you're using consoles, if computer, set it to, you know, any key that works for you. And then we're going to put 1 point in Align the Elements to get some damage reduction. With 3 points in Mana Shield to get more mana. 3 points in Protection to get 30% of maximum life as a barrier for 3 seconds when using a cooldown. So that's going to be very important that we max that out. Then we're going to put 1 point in Lightning Spear and go down to Invoke Lightning Spear. We're going to max out Conjuration Mastery to increase our damage from Conjuration skills. Then we're coming down to Mastery skills, and because of the enchantment of Firebolt, we'll put in 1 point in Inner Flames. That we do more damage while we're healthy. And we're going to max out Devouring Blaze, so that we deal 21% increased critical strike damage against burning enemies. If they are also immobilized, this bonus is increased to 30%. So Devouring Blaze will be pretty good with that Firebolt enchantment. And of course, the bread and butter of the build, Ball Lightning. We're going to max that out, 5 points in there, and get Wizard's Ball Lightning, so we can get some more Crackling Energy. Very important. Then we're going to put 1 point in Static Discharge, get some more Crackling Energy with the critical strikes. Then we're going to max out Invigorating Conduit. That way, every time we're picking up the Crackling Energy, we regain 12 mana. We always want to have that mana, you know, because if you run out of mana while trying to use your skills, that's not good. You don't want that. Then, once you unlock the ultimate skills, of course, we're going to put 1 point in Stable Currents, and then we're going to get Prime, increase our attack speed. We don't have enough points to get to Supreme, so don't worry about it. Then we'll put 1 point in Coursing Currents to increase our critical strike chance by 1%. We're going to max out Electrocution, so that enemies deal less damage to you after being critically struck by shock skills. We're also going to max out Conduction. That way, every time we do a critical strike, it increases our movement speed by 9% for 3 seconds. So we're going to be moving around pretty fast. And the key passive is Veer's Mastery. So the closest enemies will take 15% increased damage from your shot skills and deal 20% less damage to you. Critical strikes increases it from 20 to 25 seconds. 25% for 3 seconds. So that's really, really good. Really, really nice. Alright, so that's it for the skills. And we're going to move on over to the Paragon. Boy, oh boy, that's a lot here, isn't it? Alright, to start off, we're going to go to the left, and then we're going to go up and get the Resilience Rare Node. That way you get 6% resistance to all elements and 4% maximum life. Then you're going to make your way to the right and go up to the Elementalist Rare Node. So you get 20% non-physical damage and 4% maximum life. Then you're going to take this way, and you're going to go up to the right just a little bit, just till you get all the way up here to this magic node. You get 2.6% resistance to all elements. Then you're going to unlock the first glyph, and in there you're going to put Elementalist. That way you get 22.5% non-physical damage, so more, a big buff of non-physical damage and resistance to all elements, 7.9%. Dealing fire, cold, or lightning damage to an enemy increases all damage you deal to them by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking once per element. So elementals will go in there. And then you're going to go up a little bit and get the erudite. So you get more resistance to all elements and plus 10 intelligence. And make sure you get these two nodes next to it. Then you're going to go to the left and go up and get the other rare node. And look at this, 35% non-physical damage and another 17.5 non-physical damage. So we're doing a lot of damage here thanks to these nodes here. Then they're going to go up and into the new board. And then you're going to unlock Enchantment Master. This is the board. And make sure you rotate it so it kind of looks like this a little bit. You're going to go to the right and then up to this node to get another 45% non-physical damage plus 22 intelligence and another 22.5 non-physical damage. So I'm doing a lot. We're doing a lot of damage here. And then you're going to start by going to the left first and going up here and getting this node here to get some more damage, and then you're gonna go up and over to this node, Ruinous, to 20% non-physical damage, very good, and then 60% damage to Elite. So you're gonna get Ruinous and Elementalist again, and in this glyph socket is going to be reinforced. So we get more non-physical damage, we get more resistance to all elements, more intelligence, more damage reduction. The reinforce is really good. That goes in there. Then you're going to get these nodes over here. And you're going to get Erudite, another Erudite one to get more resistance and intelligence. And come up here to the next board. And this one is Burning Instinct. Now, if you don't have Tears of Blood yet, like I do, I just got this not too long ago. Instead of Tears of Blood to go in here, you will want Destruction. So put Destruction in here and max it out to 21 before you get the Tears of Blood. If you do have the Tears of Blood, it will go in here. Now look at all these buffs that Tears of Blood is giving me. I get 42.6% increased damage, 10% damage to burning enemies, 5% damage reduction from burning enemies, and plus 10 intelligence. And Tears of Blood is a unique glyph, and this is the only glyph right now that goes up to level 200. So the only way to get this is doing the Abbatoir of 0. So for every 5 core stats purchased within range, you gain 2.02% increased damage. Grants 50% bonus to all rare nodes within range. Bonus increases by 10% every 10 levels. So that's pretty darn good, I think. So then you're going to want to unlock Cinders here to do some damage to burning enemies. So that's going to be good. And then you're going to come down here. Make sure to unlock this. Put Tears of Blood in there if you have it. If not, put Destruction in there. Then you're going to come down and get Smoldering Embers to do more burn damage from the Firebolt enchantment. Make sure you get the nodes around it. And then we're going to go up. And we're going to go down first. We're going to go down first and then we'll go up. So we're going to go down to the next board, and this one is, I believe, Frigid Fate. So Frigid Fate is the next one. Again, just rotate it so it looks like this and then attach it. And this one you're going to put in Flame Feeder. Do more damage to burning enemies. So Flame Feeder will go right in there. And then you're gonna take this path until you get the Oppressive to do 20% vulnerable damage. So Oppressive will be really good for you. And when you get to here, you're gonna go left first. Put the glyph in there. Keep going left until you get to this node. do some cold resistance. You get the magic nodes around it, except that one. Just get these on. Then you're gonna go down and get the weakness wear node. You do some more vulnerable damage. Go down till you get to the dexterity node here, and then you're gonna go left. You get to this dexterity node. And go up until you get to Frigid Fate legendary node. To do bonus damage to vulnerable enemies equal to 10% of the total amount of your bonus damage with cold up to maximum 30%. And current bonus is 22%. So once you get all that, then go to the next board. And this one is Ceaseless Conduit. And in this one, we're going to put in the Territorial glyph to do more damage to close enemies and another 15% damage reduction against close enemies. So Territorial is going to go in there, make sure you max that out. Then you're going to go to the left, get Galvanic Catalyst for some lightning damage. And then you're going to get the nodes around that as well. So last but not least, we're going to go back up here and we're going to go up. We're going to go straight up and lock this board. And this one is Static Surge. So to start, we're going to go up and to the right and go up to this node, Paralyzing. You're going to get that. Then you're going to go up and to the left till we get all the way to the Static Surge legendary node. Once you unlock that, then you're going to come back down here, go up and to the left to get Electro, to get some Mastery Skill damage. Then you're going to go up and put the Adept Glyph in here to get some Mastery Skill damage, and Mastery Skills have 20% increased area. Very, very good. I really like that. Very, very good. Then, last but not least, for the last 4 points, you're going to get all these and get this node here to get some more Mastery Skill damage. So, that is the Paragon, and that is the Ball Lightning level 100 version, the Abbatoir of Zir. I have been working on that. I beat the first one. If you beat tier 1, you get the Tears of Blood glyph. And just keep moving up. Just keep beating them, and hopefully you make it to 25 and beat 25. If you do, congratulations. If not, just keep working on it. You will get it. This is Big G. Happy New Year. It's 2024. I'm looking forward to Season 3. Once Season 3 starts in a couple weeks, I will definitely upload videos for that to show you what Season 3 is, what the theme is, and everything. Next video, I will show the level 100 Rogue and the build for that. This is Big G. I will see you in the next video. Peace, and have a wonderful